Hey guys, if you're enjoying the content that I'm making, please click that subscribe button. Also remember to click that bell button and make sure to tick that box to send all notifications so you don't miss out on any videos. With that in mind, let's get on with the video. What's up guys, welcome to Munchkins Gaming, where we take your gaming to the next level. This is Munchkins logging in to bring you another Final Fantasy XIV video, and in this video we'll be talking about tips for new tanks on O4S. Now I just recently have finished O4S, so I can't really give you a whole lot of tips, but these are the things that I found while playing Paladin in O4S. Now just a quick disclaimer, there are different strategies, so keep that in mind when you are actually watching my video, that our strategy might be a little bit different from what your strategy would be. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So the first thing is basically precasting Divine Veil, because the first ability that Neo Exdeath uses is Almagest. Almagest actually hits quite a lot. Now you'll notice in this video I'll be pretty much in Shield Oath because I'm not quite confident in Sword Oath just yet, because there's a lot of hate issues or threat issues in this fight, and sometimes I just don't manage to get the hate enough. So if you are confident in your Sword Oath, well, you know, good for you, but that video will be a little bit later for me. So Delta Attack is basically the next big thing. We usually pop a invulnerability for this one, and Hallowed Ground has that very long cooldown, so we usually just use it straight away. Now the next big mechanic is the Grand Cross Alpha. As a Paladin, I still stay in Shield Oath for this one, just to reduce the damage that you will be taking, and of course the entire party as well, because of Elegant Field. So I usually just pop Rampart here, and then I can switch to my Sword Oath. You don't have to, because this is actually a new strategy for us. We actually got our off tank to take on the double attack, where we used to just take it both. So, but you know, Home Gang is actually quite quick in terms of its cooldown. Now we're just gonna do a little bit of fast forwarding here, because what I'm trying to achieve with this video is basically teaching you guys, I guess, when to pop your cooldowns. I'm not here to actually tell you how to do mechanics, because like I said, there's different ways to do this fight. And so we're gonna go ahead and fast forward a little bit. Okay, so basically after the Grand Cross Delta, Almagest will again pop up. And if you did use your Divine Veil before you pulled, it should be back up at this point. A number of things in here is basically, there's two ways to do this. Basically, you can use cover to cover your white mage, because they're probably gonna take hate, or someone else will take hate. Or you can just do what I did there and provoke and use Savage Blade and Halone to take the top threat, and then your off tank basically will have to provoke as well. So those are the two ways to do that, and I know there's a lot of strategies out there that actually just wants to use cover, but we were having issues with that. Someone else was taking hate, sometimes, you know, I was taking hate, and sometimes I wasn't. So that's basically what I usually do in that part, and like I said, could be different for you guys. So again, we'll do a little bit of fast forwarding here. You can be, but before we do, you can be in Sword Oath for this entire time up until you kill the meteors or Charybdis. Okay, once Charybdis is down, you're gonna get hit by another double attack. Now, As a paladin, I normally would just use reprisal and my Sheltron, and I don't normally die on that double attack. Now you can pop Rampart there, but I don't really suggest it, because you're gonna need some of your cooldowns later on if you are doing the same strategy as we do. Now Almagest should be popping up there as well after that double attack, and your Divine Veil should be up for that. Now once again you're gonna be hit by Grand Cross Alpha. This basically resets the threat, and for what we do here is basically I do pop my Rampart again, and at this time basically I'll let the OT take threat, and because my Hollow Ground is in cooldown, we're gonna use Home Gang for the Delta attack. Like I said, this could be done in many different ways. You can do the provoke way where you can take one of the thunder attacks, but we think that's just a total waste of time when you can just invoke the Delta attack. Double attack is actually a much easier mechanic to sort out, I guess. So after that, straight after that is the big GCO, which is the Grand Cross Omega. Now as a tank, there's two things that you need to worry about Grand Cross Omega. One, basically if you have the Fork Lightning, you'll have to do every mechanic right. If you get the other one without the Fork Lightning, basically you have to die once, and in our strategy we usually just die at the last one. And if you actually don't have the Fork Lightning, that means you're gonna be the first person to be in front. Now I do pop everything here as much as I can. I do pop my Sentinel, Divine Veil, because Almagest is gonna come, but obviously we ate Almagest there. Sorry, the Flood of Noth with my Divine Veil. But those are the things that I do pop: Sentinel and Divine Veil. If I can reprisal, I would as well, and Sheltron. And I also will Clemency if I don't have enough HP. And sometimes I Clemency the off tank as well if they don't have enough HP. Now straight after that is basically Almagest, and you have to use your wings. That's the only thing left basically to protect you from Almagest. And straight after that you do have to get threat again, because if you don't, then that arrow 3 will probably hit your healer. So straight after that is basically just a repeat of the mechanics. Here we have Delta attack again, Grand Cross Delta, sorry, and then Almagest pops up. And this is the Almagest where you usually don't have anything, so your off tank should probably save something for this. Remember to always take threat again, because if you don't, your healer will die from this arrow 3 and then the Earth Shakers as well. So it's just basically a repeat of what happened basically in the earlier phases, so this shouldn't be any issue anymore. If you do want to play safe like I did, because I think we were here for quite a while, couldn't beat it again, so I just stayed in Shield Oath and made sure that I had enough threat, and then I swapped back to my Sword Oath when I knew it was safe to do so. But like I said, if you don't feel like using it, you should have enough DPS to actually beat this guy without you turning into Sword Oath all the time. Now I don't actually parse very well yet, because like I said, I haven't figured out how to do this in all-in Sword Oath, and it's just, yeah, since I'm main tanking, it's a little bit of an issue right now. There are definitely stuff in my head, like ideas how to do it. So I'm not gonna go through the rest of the fight, because basically it's just a repeat. After the repeat, basically it's Neverwhere, and basically you just have to use your cooldowns appropriately for the party mitigation, such as Divine Veil, Reprisal, and Shake It Off if you have a warrior as well. So, and their own Reprisal as well. So, and during the last phase, obviously you can go in Sword Oath because you're gonna need all the DPS you can get. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Remember to click like, subscribe, and share this video if you find it helpful at all. As always, I would like to hear from you guys what you think of O4S, and if you're a tank, if you can give any sort of tips for the new tanks out there, please leave a comment down below, and I might try those out as well, because like I said, I'm still learning the fight as much as I can and trying to push myself to be better. And also you can follow me on Twitter and on Facebook at Munchkins Gaming. This is Munchkins logging off, and I'll see you guys in the next level.